Hello and welcome back. We are once again here with the AI Guys D&D campaign. Let's get this started.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we are starting off with a video from the AI Guy again, AI D&D campaign. This is episode 15. This is a shorter episode, so I am considering doing 2 of these episodes today with episode 15 and 16 just because of the shorter. Let's get into what the fuck is happening in episode 15. In the last episode, they had a naked man almost run into the fucking middle of a town and then start wrestling him. So that was interesting.
From a detested city guard. This session, you embarked on your ambitious plan to pilfer plate armor from a detested city guard. Despite Saxiron's comically poor attempt at stealth, the group pressed on, choosing to sideline him as a potential risk. Celestia, masquerading as a noblewoman, artfully convinced the guard to follow her into the underbrush with a convincingly distressed performance. However, a misjudged suggestion spell led to an unexpected wrestle with a fully disrobed guard and his undisciplined anatomy. Just as the situation seemed to spiral, Rar called upon his
It's fucking stated.
primal instincts, delivering a vicious bite to the appendage that left everyone in anticipation of what would follow.
Why the fuck did you do that, Rar?
What the
Like,
fuck?
seriously, man, I told you specifically not to hurt him. So what do? Bite his fucking dick off.
Unfortunately, in the midst of this shocking event, there's no opportunity for an exchange of words. The intensity of the pain the guard is experiencing shatters the spell's hold on him like glass. His jaw unhinges and his mouth gapes wide, the eerie silence a harbinger of the ear-splitting cry threatening to burst forth from his throat at any moment in response to the agony.
Joe, immediately after Rar delivers his chomp, I want to cast silence on a stone next to the guard.
That's incredibly quick thinking on your part, Celestia. What save does he have to make for this?
That's the beauty of it, Joe. He doesn't get a save since I cast it on an object and not him directly. So anything within a 20-foot radius of the stone cannot speak and is classed as deafened. That also includes Tronald and Rar.
Impressive indeed. As your spell of silence weaves its enchantment onto the stone, claiming a sphere of stillness in the surrounding 20-foot radius, the guard's mouth stretches into an open wail, but his outcry is muted, swallowed by the spell, his silent scream echoing in the suddenly soundless void.
Hey Gillis, how's it going? I stopped by for a bit during my lunch break. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm good, thanks, and you?
Well, now what's the fucking plan?
Shh, Tronald, you can't speak. You have been silenced.
Nobody can silence the Tronald.
Well, apparently Celestia can, and she has, so shh.
Okay, well, I'm going to gag the guard with some of the clothing that he removed and bind his hands. Once I am sure that everything is in place correctly, I will drop the silence spell.
Well, with the guard pinned under the combined weight of Tronald and Rar, there's really no need for a roll. You take swift action, ripping apart the clothes the guard had hastily removed, improvising them into a rudimentary gag and restraints.
Fuck.
Once satisfied with your handiwork, you let the focus of your spell wane, the aura of silence dissolving back into the air.
Well, that was a fucking awful experience.
I seriously doubt it was a worse experience for you than it was for him, Rar.
Have you ever had another man's dick in your mouth?
Well, no, but that's really not the point.
Then you really can't compare the two, can you?
You have a bizarre mind, dude.
Of course.
Anyway, now that the guy has been
I'm glad.
restrained, what's your plan?
Let's not sugarcoat our situation. Given our actions setting this man
I hope you enjoy it, and obviously don't get into shit at work.
loose will surely summon a tempest of troubles in our direction. I regret to say, but we need to make certain this predicament is closed. Conclusively.
I don't know, Tronald. There's a difference between stripping someone naked, stealing from them, and then outright committing murder. Because if we go down this route, there's no other way to look at it than murder.
Celestia, he's seen our faces. He knows our voices. He'll bring down the entire might of Waterdeep upon us. We would be hunted, hounded at every step.
I don't know, Tronald. Killing him because he's seen our faces sounds like something that the Obetus would do, not us.
I do not take the potential ending of a life lightly, but I'd rather bear that burden than see our dreams, our aspirations, crumble under the weight of regret. If we falter here, we do more than risk our lives. We risk our purpose. The good we can bring to this world, the lives we can change and save, that far outweighs the cost we have to pay today.
The lives that you could fucking save and everything is cool. Your party members drop kicked an old lady, murdering, killing her basically, and then getting revived. And then that same friend bit the man's dick off.
So steel yourself, Celestia. This is not an act of cruelty, but of survival. Our survival.
Whatever, man, I guess he was a dick anyway. And by the sounds of it, he was most likely planning to rob me, kill me, or both. so crack on.
I don't know why this conversation has turned so serious. It's really not that big of a deal.
Rar, your ruthless realism contrasts with Celestia's compassionate heart, and that's the beauty of our team. Our contrasting perspectives are what allows us to discern the optimal path in any situation.
Well, you guys do what you need to do. I'm going to tell Saxy he can come back. Whilst on some levels I do now agree with you, Tronald, that this must be done, that doesn't mean I want to be around when it happens.
As you turn to depart, Celestia, the plaintive, muffled sobs of the restrained guard reach your ears. The plea in his eyes anchors you for a moment, a silent cry that implores you not to abandon him to this grim fate.
I say to the guard, I'm sorry, but it was your greed and ambitions that led you down this path. And I carry on walking, Joe.
Brutal.
Well, Rar, I'll let you do the honors.
Thank you, Tronald. Although, just so you know, I don't plan on eating this guy. The sample I've had has really put me off the idea.
That's
What
okay,
the
Rar.
fuck?
It was never actually mandatory for you to eat him. We just need him
I
silenced
forgot that was the thing that was said in the last one.
permanently.
Rar, as your gaze falls upon the captive guard, a desperate entreaty sparkles in the depths of his fear-stricken eyes. It's a silent, final plea that resonates with a hope you can almost feel, begging you for mercy, for a second chance.
Don't try them puppy dog eyes with me, naked man. Joe, I raise my axe in the air, ready to deliver a killing blow. But before I take the swing, I say, in your next life, keep your fucking dick away from people. Then I cleave down.
All right, then. Well, once again, there's no point in making you roll for
Yeah.
this. A city guard doesn't have any means which he would be able to defend himself whilst he is in such a situation, so even if the first one missed, he wouldn't be able to stop the onslaught. With a powerful swing, you finish the guard, his lifeless body now laying limp on the ground.
All right, then.
Well, that
I would
happened.
suggested we move or hide the body. But nobody else knows we had any connection to this, especially when Celestia shifts back to her base form.
Speaking of Celestia, it is at this point that you return with Saxeron.
What the hell have you two done?
Well, everything wasn't plain sailing, Saxy, so we had to improvise. Anyway, we managed to get you the plate armor. It's just over there.
Well, thanks, I guess. As far as I'm concerned, I had nothing to do with this, so my conscience is clear.
True. You have enough on your conscience after you nearly got that innocent old lady killed.
I didn't nearly do anything. That was Rar.
No, you was the one who summoned him. You irresponsibly sent in the Rar without any thought of the mayhem that you could cause. Learn to own your mistakes, Saxy.
Whatever, man. Joe, I pick up the
This got very serious very quickly.
plate armor and place it inside of my new bag of holding, which I crafted last night.
Oh, how have you got another one of them?
It's an ability I have, Tronald. Why?
Nothing. It's just, if you didn't wander off, we could have avoided killing the guy by putting him inside the bag to transport him over the clearing undetected.
Don't you fucking dare. You and Rar were the ones who sent me away because I was, and I quote, not needed for any aspect of this.
Well, that was before we knew you had a bag of holding. You should really learn to sell yourself more.
Well, if it's okay with you, Saxy, I think the least we could do is put his body inside of the bag and transport him somewhere where he will be found easier, so he can have a proper send-off with his friends and family.
I don't know, Celestia. Whilst that is a nice thing to do given the circumstances, that will just put us at further risk when trying to avoid any fallout from this situation. What we could do is deliver an anonymous note, informing the city guard that a
If I had an office job, I would stop by more often, different time zones with my current workmate. Makes it hard to catch streams, but I always try to if someone is live during break. Okay, cool. Also this video, yes. This
body
shit
has
is
been
fucking
found
funny.
outside of the city.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as long as we manage to deliver some closure to his loved ones.
This shit is funny, but this is serious.
You're all so
Like,
fucking
it's crazy how fucking serious this can get.
emotional. It's really not that big of a deal.
Well, we've had our way with the situation, Rar. So the least we can do is respect the wishes of Saxeron and Celestia when it comes to how to finalize it.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay, guys, so what's the plan?
Well, I'm going to change back into my original form for starters.
Excellent. Okay then, Joe. We're going to walk around the far side of the tree line and approach Waterdeep from an angle where it doesn't look like we've come from this forest.
All right, after a roughly 5-minute trek, you veer away from the city's outskirts and circle back towards Waterdeep from a less conspicuous route. Emerging from the veil of the trees, the city's gates loom ahead. You can't help but catch the nervous, flickering glances from the guards, their eyes anxiously scanning the tree line, awaiting the return of their superior. Tamping down any suspicion in your demeanor, you smoothly blend into the stream of townsfolk and return to the bustling veins of Waterdeep streets.
All right then, guys. I reckon this is the moment where we can diverge for a bit. Take a few days to sort out our individual errands. We'll reconvene once we're all sorted, all right?
Yeah, okay. Shall we just say we shall rendezvous at the Ember's Embrace 3 days from now?
Guys, what am I going to do for 3 days?
Yeah, that sounds good to me, although I reckon that's where the majority of us will be stopping on nights, so we will probably see each other around.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. The place was an absolute ripoff. I might just find somewhere else to stop. I'll have to see.
Guys, what am I going to do?
Have you learnt nothing, Tronald? Well, just don't go getting yourself robbed again because you decide to stay at some dank tavern or try to rough it out.
Don't you worry about me, Saxy. I've been thinking about taking measures to make sure that never happens again.
Stop ignoring me.
They just don't want to fucking address Rar.
What am I going to do for 3 days?
God damn it, Rar. Just go do something. Go have fun. I don't care how.
Incredible. These are going to be my best days ever.
As your dialogue winds down,
That's worrying. That's very worrying.
each of you begins to part ways, diverging into the intricate labyrinth of the city, now on your own path, driven by curiosity, thirst for knowledge, or in Rar's case, possibly a penchant for mayhem. It is with this moment of departure that we will draw the curtains for this session. See you later, guys.
Every single one of you watching better smash that like button. Otherwise, it will be your you-know-what that I'll be coming for next.
No, that was really fucking good. Very interesting episode. I'm going to be continuing it with episode 16. I decided to not stop here because the other one was very short. So this is episode 16 of the AI Guy campaign, the party splits.
Hey, guys. In the last session, you made the decision to permanently silence the guard, a grim yet necessary act designed with the hope
Heading out, I'll watch the VOD later. Cool, cheers, man.
that it would prevent repercussions from your earlier actions. You then seamlessly reintegrated yourselves into the bustling city of Waterdeep. The decision was reached that it was time for temporary separation, to dedicate a few days for personal pursuits. Some of you opted to delve deeper
Oh, yeah, this is the
into
splitting
the
here. Okay, never
mysteries
mind, that
surrounding
makes
the
sense.
Obetus, while others chose
I'm
to
assuming this whole session is going to be about what they're doing while they're split apart.
fortify themselves, preparing for the inevitable clashes looming in the not-so-distant future. Does anyone have any particular preference who goes first, or shall we roll for it?
Not really. We might as well just roll for it.
I agree. Let the dice gods decide what order we do this in.
Sure.
Well, I still have absolutely no fucking idea what I'll be doing, so I'm happy to go last.
All right, so Rar can go last, but as for the rest of you, roll them.
That's a 14 for me, Joe.
Awesome. A natural 2 for me.
Well, I rolled a 5, but I'm going to use one of my luckies to re-roll it.
What? You can't use one of your luckies to change the fate of a real-life decision, dude.
What do you mean?
Well, he was hardly speaking in a cryptic script. He means what he said. You can't use your lucky to change the outcome of something we, as players, are doing.
Well, I'm going to ignore the fact that that's the biggest load of horse
Hey, Relix, how's it going? Hey, Daishu, how's it going, man?
shit I've ever heard, and instead retort with this. I'll use my portent instead.
Glad to see you guys here.
Dude, are you feeling a little bit slow today or something? Because I'm struggling to figure out what you're not understanding about this. You cannot use game.
Why would you use a fucking mechanic like that to change real, like, the fucking order you go in? Like, I would, as a DM, not care. It's like, cool, do it. It's your own fucking stuff you're wasting. But it's so dumb.
Mechanics to influence real-life decisions.
Well, I'm struggling to figure out why all of a sudden turn order is so important to you. I'm pretty sure you said you didn't mind what order.
Someone gifted me a membership. I don't know who it was, but however, I would like to thank whoever it was. Yeah, welcome to the Syndicate. I hope you enjoy your stay.
we went in.
Well, that was before I realized how much you wanted to go first. Now I'm all for me being the one to go first.
Joe, I cast silvery barbs on Elon.
Oh my god.
Okay, Saxiron, you're up first. How do you spend your 3 days?
Whatever.
All right, Joe. My plan for the next 3 days is to buckle down and focus on upgrading my armor. Thankfully, I've got all the tools I need on hand, so there won't be any need to involve any blacksmiths or enchanters at this stage.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is when he's going to create his suit power armor thing for the armor artificer.
That being said, I can see myself seeking their services in the future when I'm ready to make more advanced modifications. On another note, I decided to switch up my cantrips when we reached level 3. I traded in Ray of Frost for Booming Blade, so it's about time I got a rapier. I'm planning to swing by either the local blacksmith or drop in on Asmo to pick one up.
Awesome. Well, unless there is anything else you specifically want to do there other than buy the item, we can just say that you visited the local blacksmith and bought yourself a rapier for 25 gold.
Sweet. As for my artificer infusion,
25 gold for a fucking rapier. Like, damn. That seems expensive. But so far everything in this campaign seems expensive.
I'm planning to hold on to my bag of holding, but I've decided to swap out my Ring of the Dragon for enhanced defense. This should bump my AC up to 21.
21? That's insane.
Well, that's
Awesome.
artificers for you, man. They're tanky
Yeah.
boys.
You're telling me.
No. Artificer armorers are tanky. The others are not.
For the more intricate part of my project over the coming days, I intend to craft a complex mechanism. The idea is to embed this device on my person, preferably at my side. Its purpose? When activated, it would instigate a rapid assembly sequence where my
I would have seen it happen, but allergies have been keeping me down with migraines, so I had to drop off the face of the earth for about a week. All good, man. Get better. I'm assuming you're doing better now since you're here, but yeah, then I'm glad you're doing better.
armor, currently resting within my
But I know how migraines can be.
holding, is summoned forth and automatically assembles itself around me. In essence, a bit of alchemical translocation combined with an ingenious system of gears and levers.
Okay, cool. If I'm not mistaken, the arcane armor for an artificer allows you to doff or don the full suit as an action, right?
That's correct, Joe.
So this is more of a flair than an actual mechanic. I'll tell you what, give me 3 consecutive straight intelligence rolls. This will determine how fast and what type of action you will have to use to don the full armor. Because I can see where you are going with this, and I think it's frickin' awesome.
That's a 10 and 18 and a natural 20.
Very nice.
Oof.
You know what? Fuck it. I make the rules, and I say that you can activate this device with a free action.
Damn, that's awesome. But yeah, that pretty much
Oh, that is actually really fucking cool. At the same time, it shouldn't really matter. I know what it says in the rules, and it has to be an action, but you're not going to be taking you off your armor mid-fight, so there's no fucking point.
wraps up what I wanted to take care of. See, Donald, was it really that difficult to wait a couple of minutes?
Excruciatingly.
Well, you'll be happy to know that it's your turn now, so what you doing?
A few things, actually, Joe. Firstly, I would like to spend some time casting Identify on the 3 scrolls that I found.
Okay, so are you going to do this out in the open?
Yeah, I'll just go find a bench or something nearby Asmo's shop.
Meandering through the time-worn cobblestone arteries of the city, you once again stand before the opulent site of Asmo's Golden Emporium. A bench nearby offers a welcome retreat,
Excruciating,
close enough to the
yep.
Emporium, yet secluded enough to provide a sanctuary from the bustling populace, who are
How dare you go before Trundle?
thankfully preoccupied with their own concerns. Settling onto the bench, you begin to channel the arcane essence required for the Identify spell. As a ritual, the process is more time-consuming, the energy gathering slowly but surely, like storm clouds on the horizon. Half an hour ebbs away, measured out by the rhythmic cadence of the city's heartbeat. All the while, your incantations hang heavy in the air. Yet, as the ritual concludes, the spells remain as enigmatic as ever, their secrets seemingly locked away beyond your comprehension.
Well, that's just
fuck?
plain dumb.
Unless these are like magically sealed and like the magic is being used to hide the scrolls, Identify should be able to tell you exactly what the fuck they are. Most cases, reading what's on the spell will tell you what spell is on the scroll.
There's no way my Identify spell would fail.
Suddenly, a convulsion grips your mind, a surge of pain lancing through your temples. Your world spins into a whirlwind of chaos before a voice as cold and resolute as ancient stone reverberates in your mind. Your treachery against your own kind has sealed your fate. Your childlike yearning for peace and prosperity will plunge us into a war on 2 fronts.
What the fuck is
That is
going
why
on?
you must die today.
Ow, what the fuck's going on with me?
As you open your eyes with the dizziness from the sudden yet short skull-splitting headache fading, you are on your knees, the spell scrolls scattered across the floor,
fuck just happened?
slowly fluttering and blowing in the wind.
I quickly collect them, Joe, before they blow away.
On your hands and knees, you dart towards the unfurling spell scrolls, snatching them from the brink of the capricious breeze or the covetous grasp of an opportunistic bystander. Retreating swiftly, you hunker down at the foot of the bench, your back pressed against the cool, sturdy wood, now occupying a modest patch of cobblestones. Once more, you spread the scrolls before your widened eyes. Yet now, their cryptic markings coalesce into clear, comprehensible meanings, like the lines of a well-versed poem or the notes of a favorite song. The glyphs sing out to you with an uncanny familiarity, as if this arcane script has been etched into the marrow of your bones your entire life.
Why does he choose to have his freak-out moment the instant we split up?
Hush, Saxy, you're not here.
Right.
So what are these spells then, Joe?
Each of these 3 spells, one inscribed on a level 1 scroll and the other 2 etched upon level 2 scrolls, stem from the same source, a school of magic that until now remained cloaked in the shroud of myths and dreams. These mystical glyphs and complex incantations belong to Vitamin C, the elusive 10th school of magic.
Incredible. So what do each of the spells do then?
I'll send you over the specific details for each one, but the names of these spells are Vitality Chain, Retrospective Gaze, and Death's Mirror.
Okay then. Well, I don't have enough
Those sound
coin to
cool.
attempt to put all of these spells into my spell book. So I'll quickly nip into Asmo's and get enough ink and parchment to do the level 1 spell and a level 2 spell. So 150 gold's worth.
Oh, so now he can spend coin. Now he's got some fancier toys.
Oh, stop bitching. Let him have his fun.
Yeah, dude, like the process or not, the only reason you've got that 21 AC is because of our crazy wizard here. We know he's tight, but go easy on him.
To be fair, you're right. I'll give you some gold for the last spell, Tronald, when we're all back together.
How kind of you, Saxy. Well, Joe, I'm going to spend the rest of today scribing these new spells into my spell book. Then I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay, dude, so first, roll me 2 Arcana checks. We're looking for an 11 on one and a 12 on the other.
Easy. The first one was a 15 and the second one was 22.
Nice work. So,
Nice.
after around 6 hours of scribing, you finish transferring 2 of the spells.
Normally, you don't have to roll to scribe spells. You just need the time and money. But maybe it's a special thing with this whole 10th School of Magic or whatever it is.
Into your spell book. So, which tavern will you be going to?
Tavern? When did I say anything about a tavern?
He's actually going to do it.
What kind of person would I be if I willingly accepted gold off Saxaron, yet would happily waste my dwindling gold on something like a tavern? Not going to happen. I'll
What
rough
is
it
he
out
gonna
on this
do?
bench. It will be my new home for the next 3 days.
Damn, dude, you don't have to do that.
Fucking sleep like a hobo for the next 3 days.
I was only joking when I was talking about you splashing too much coin on yourself.
You're not here, Saxy. But if you was, I'd tell you that I'm not doing this because I have to. I'm doing it because I want to.
Well, that's just weird.
Nah, I get it.
And that's my point proved.
Okay then, Tronald. Out of interest. Just so we can speed things up a bit, what are you going to be doing over the next 2 days?
I'll be making my way around the city asking for any information about Kobe and if anyone has seen him or know where he went.
Okay then, dude. Roll 3 D100s for me and read them out in order. These will determine how your night's sleep goes. Then roll 2 charisma checks to see what information you can gather regarding Kobe.
That's a 76, an 89, and a 7. And as for my charisma checks,
I
that's
lost
another
one.
fucking 7 and a 15.
Your initial night spent on the bench unfurls uneventfully. You rise at dawn, rejuvenated and primed to question the townsfolk about Kobe's whereabouts, though the day ends with no fruitful leads. The following evening, under a crystal clear sky, you surrender to the enchantment of the star-studded canopy, allowing sleep to claim you as you marvel at the twinkling celestial bodies.
Why are you marveling at Celestia's body, Tronald?
Celestial Rar. It's got an L.
Fucking God, I love Raw, man.
I'm not
Raw
going to
is
pretend
awesome.
like I know what words you're trying to say to me, mysterious man, but I appreciate your input.
Serious, man.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Guys, shh.
I apologize on Saxy's behalf, Joe.
Right.
Anyway, on the final day, the first half is not
Hey Jackal, how's it going? This is random. I'll have to rewatch. Oh no, yeah, no, you came in close to the end of the video, so yeah, you won't know what the fuck's going on now.
nondescript, the clock ticking away in mundane routine. Just as you're on the brink of abandoning the quest for the day, fortune graces you. You encounter a dockhand whose tale of an odd stranger seeking northward passage breathes new life into your mission. Satisfied with the day's revelation, you retreat back to your makeshift bed, aiming for a restful night. However, the third night is far from serene. Thoughts of the haunting voice and the brutal headache plague your mind, refusing you the solace of sleep. Around midnight, as you hover on the cusp of sleep, the subtle murmur of hushed voices and a soft clinking of metal stir your attention. With a cautious squint, you spot a pair of figures meddling with Asmo's door lock. In the stillness of the night, a break-in is unfolding before your eyes.
Ooh, shit. It's like 6:30 a.m. right here. My brain's not working until I slam half a liter of coffee. So I'd be confused regardless. Fair. It is 20 to 3 p.m. over here, so
I slowly
yeah.
raise from my home and try get a clear look at the little mischief
Love difference in time zones, man.
makers. What do I see?
Roll me a perception check.
That's a 14, Joe.
Cloaked in shadow, the identities of the two figures remain hidden, but as they move, a moonlit glint of brass reveals an emblem on their attire. It's a circumscribed pair of crossed daggers. Above the daggers, a crow takes flight, wings spread wide in a silent gesture of defiance.
Okay, Joe, I quietly activate my mage armor.
What are you doing? Get out of there. Don't engage. I repeat, do not engage.
Hell no, Saxy. There ain't no way I'm letting these punks steal from our Asmo.
Okay, Tronald, your mage armor is up. What are you doing?
In the words of my good friend Rar, I'll do what I do best, and cast light.
Oh my god.
Then I proceed to shout, "What do you think you're doing, you little shits?"
The second your light spell erupts into existence, piercing the midnight darkness, the two clandestine figures whirl about in startled alarm. But instead of darting away as you had anticipated, one of them delves into his belt. His hand resurfaces, brandishing a deadly knife, its blade reflecting your spell's harsh glow.
Oh,
He
shit.
cocks his arm back, poised to launch the knife straight at you. The once quiet night abruptly
Hey Penny, how's it going? Awesome, all good. I'll be in and out as I eat breakfast. Enjoy your breakfast.
transforms into a battlefield. Now, Tronald, the tides of this confrontation lie in your hands. I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
Yes, that's a 19, Joe. See, have no fear, Saxy. Tronald has got this.
Well, we will see if Tronald does in fact got this on the next session. Just a heads up, I won't be creating a battle map for it. Seems a little silly for what should be a quick skirmish.
It's nice to see you've got so much faith in me, Joe.
Yeah, faith in you, right.
I think he's hinting that the odds are not in your favor, Tronald.
Well, aren't you just as sharp as always, Rar?
What? What did you roll?
He rolled a natural 20.
Well, we might have just lost our wizard guys.
Joe, is there
Okay, well, that's what happens in the next one. I'm not going to watch the next episode today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.